Well, over $1 trillion in new taxes coming in the form of carbon taxes. That's the sweeping environmental proposal unveiled today by two of the most liberal members of the U.S. Senate, Barbara Boxer from California and Bernie Sanders from Vermont. They want to make polluters, manufacturers, and power plant operators pay for the pollution they generate. Joining me now with the top Republican on the Senate Energy Committee, Senator Lisa Murkowski. Senator, thanks for being with us again. It's always great to see you. What do you make of the carbon tax? Good idea or bad idea?
Hey, this is something that is going absolutely nowhere if what is proposed is something that is going to increase the cost to the consumers. This is just not going to happen. And when you think about the proposals that have been before the Congress in the past, the cap and trade proposal wasn't even taken up by the Democratic-led Senate. They didn't want to touch that. I don't think they're going to want to touch a carbon tax either. This is something that is just going to increase the cost to the consumer at a time that nobody is looking to increase their energy costs. We shouldn't be looking to increase them. We should be making our energy more affordable, and we can do that.
Let me give you some numbers here, because Heritage Foundation has put out some pretty eye-popping numbers on the cost of a carbon tax. Above and beyond the tax itself, it would result in the loss, they say, of 1 million jobs. It would raise a family of four's energy bill by $500 a year. Gas prices would rise by 50 cents a gallon. We're talking about massive economic impacts. And that's because at the end of the day, let's face it, Senator, energy companies aren't going to just pay that tax out of the goodness of their hearts. They're going to pass that on to consumers and businesses.
They're going to pass it right on to the consumer. Exactly so. And so to suggest that somehow or other that this is going to be I understand that the proposal allows for some kind of a rebate to the consumer. Well, if all the costs around you have gone up, this rebate back to you is not going to suffice. It's not going to even that playing field there. The cost is going to be borne by the consumer, and those that will be hurt the most are those who can least afford it, the most vulnerable who pay high energy costs. In my state,
it's true.
We're paying $5, $6, $7 a gallon for home heating fuel, and the idea is we'll just increase that price, and all you need to do is use less. We'll tell that to the people who are facing a winter where it's 40 below in the interior.
Here's another way of looking at this too. What will this do to energy production companies and their ability to fund growth? New investment opportunities? Will they shut down, close down? What's the impact to the industry?
I think the impact is entirely negative. They're going to make that business judgment decision. They're going to go elsewhere. All these jobs that we've been seeing that have been helping this struggling economy, those jobs in the oil and gas sector, you're not going to see those around. So when we advance policies that, again, increase that cost to the consumer, increase costs elsewhere so that you're making business judgment decisions to go elsewhere. Tell me how this is good for an economic policy. Tell me how this is good for an energy policy.
Well, the attractions are many, I think, for people on the left. They see $1.2 trillion raised over a decade. And what they say, and what I'd like you to respond to, is this will get people off of oil, off of coal, off of all the carbon-based fuels, and they see that as a positive. Do you agree?
You know, I think that there are ways that we can move to that next generation of energy. And we can do it by encouraging these breakthrough technologies. Think about where we are with natural gas right now. Not even 10 years ago, we were looking to import. Because of the technologies that are out there, we have shifted dramatically from a time of scarcity to one of abundance. So this notion that somehow or other what we've got to do is increase the prices so that we will use less of a resource, it just doesn't pan out. Why are we not smart? Why are we not tapping into the American ingenuity and engineer our way to the new, clean, diverse, secure, affordable? We're doing it every day.
And it's doing it right now.
It's natural gas. Exactly so.
Senator Murkowski, thanks for coming on tonight. It's a pleasure to have you on the show, and interesting to hear your take on this topic. Thank you.
All right. Thanks so much.